Hello and good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nikki, and if you've just happened along this page, I'm a fitness coach over 35 years, and predominantly I look after people over the age of 40 because they are incredible and they're often overlooked. So all the exercises that I do here on my channel are tailored and specifically bespoke to a 40 plus, 50 plus body type. Yeah. So you don't need any equipment. We are doing abs today, but we're not going on the floor. We are standing because we can get used to doing abs on the floor. So we're going to stand and I want to show you how effective that can be. So mixing up exercises as much as possible. If you can, give this video a nice big thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you've done it. Subscribe. That would be great. Without further ado, should we go? We are going to be joined again here today by some people through TikTok, which is great. So I'm also over on TikTok. Let me bring the camera down a little bit so you can see. So what we're going to do to start off with, feet wide. So please make sure if you know that you need a little bit more of a warm up, please do take it. But we're just going to release down. So we're going down and then just rolling through here, releasing away any little pockets of tension as we come down. And we release back up, and just a few more. Now, I want you to really already start to focus on your core. Think about where your belly button is. Think about really pulling the belly button in, because when we're standing, we need to be really mindful, otherwise the back starts to work. So again, here in a little tiny warm up, we're getting used to that pulling in, that sucking in through the belly button. Yeah, last two. One more. So we're going to go straight in. So I'd like you to bring your feet about shoulder width apart. Bring your hands around and just fingertips on your head. And we're just going to bend the knee, pulling in. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you from the side. We're trying to get a little crunch here. So bring in your chest and your thighs together. Now, if you don't contract here in your abdominals, what's going to happen? You're going to be going like this from your back. So again, pull in. And it's that little stretch up that makes such a difference. So we're going to pull in, 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 in. Good. Yeah, so already start getting used to that. You don't have to bring your leg up too high. Contract. It really helps if you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's it. You've got another 8 and last 7. 6, 5, good. Again, if you do start to feel the back, it's just your body's way of saying, okay, you need to contract a little more. Last 2, last 1, good. And we're going to stretch here because we need to elongate, then work the muscles. So I want you to step your left foot behind you, nice and strong, extend over so you can feel your waistline, and then tap as the foot comes out. So we're going to stretch, tap. So this is how we start without standing oblique work. So oblique just means around your waistline. Now, so you're getting ready to cross over. I want you to feel that stretch, tuck down. If you feel this is enough for your back, then what I want you to do is just start to drop down a little. So can you see I'm dropping my shoulder there to drop? If you feel you can do a little more, you can lift up a little. So we're going to go here to lift, stretch, lift. Stretch and lift. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's good because we're engaging into our mind. So we're really focusing on what we're doing. So we're going across, push, across. So it's that little crunch that's going to make the difference. Yeah. Cross in, tap. If you think, no, that's too confusing, you can do a little tap to the side. Out to stretch, tap. Out. That little crunching. So you're thinking about your rib and your hips together. Yeah, another 4 and last 3. Good. And then last 2 and last 1. So guess what? We've got another side, but for now, we take our hands back. Again, pull in, really scooping through your core, push and push. So you remember that little exhale. What that exhale does, it squeezes out the air in the stomach so that you can fully contract. That's why a lot of people go, why'd you say exhale, inhale? Exhale. You don't have to lift the leg too high. Make sure these exercises suit you. 8, last 7, 6. And because we're standing, heart rate's going to go up a little more. And last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. And then we're going to cross over. So opposite leg, we want that stretch, leaning over, tap. So stretch and tap. You don't have to do anything other than that. You're just dropping down a little. If you want to, you can lift that leg up a little. Stretch over, tap. Stretch and tap. Can you see that little contraction I've got there? That's what we want. If I'm stood like this, I'm not going to really do anything. So I want you to extend, lift up. Extend, lift. We've got another 8 this side. So it goes 8. Remember, you can go into your tap, 7. As long as you're feeling that lift, contract. Lift, yeah. So when you're standing, you've got to be a little bit more mindful. Takes a little bit more effort, but that's good, right? We're burning more calories. Last 3. Last 2. One more. Good. Take a little shake through. Back to our warm up. So almost warming up that core. Pull the knees in. Breathe to exhale. Breathe to exhale. 8, 7. I want you to think of that little scoop of your pelvis. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now set yourself in a nice wide plie. Bend your knees, hands on. Keep your back as flat as you possibly can. And we're just going to drop down a little from side to side. Now, for some people, this sideways movement, particularly as you age, we can start feeling it in our back. So we're not going too far. We're engaging into those abs. We're scooping the pelvis and we're keeping the elbows nice and wide. Wide, 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 wide. 8, 7. Good. Last 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little bit of a release, a little shake through. You okay? Now we're going into what's known as a pike. So you step your right foot behind you, arms forward. Have you seen a pike when people do diving, swimming? Lift, behind, crunch. I'll show you from the side. So it's here, pike. Now again, if you feel that you don't want to do that, you can bend your knee. But what I want is that contraction, that stretch, extend, stretch, extend. Keep going. Remember, exhale, inhale, exhale, contract. So we've got another 8 into our pike. 7. Don't overarch that back behind you. Just stretch up. That's it. And again, last 4, last 3, 2 more. Last 1. Set yourself out once again in that plie. So we've got the added benefit. We've got a little bit of work here through the thighs. Scoop upwards, inwards, and we go cross down. Yeah, so again, if you feel, no, that's too much, come up a little higher. Same thread. As long as you've got that little contraction here, you know that you're working through your waistline, yeah, or known as obliques. Elbows back. 8, 7, 6. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do exactly the same on the opposite leg. So we step the leg behind. Breathe. Arms up. Pike. Now again, remember, it's entirely up to you how you feel. Yeah? Keep going. We've got a little joining us. Hi, TikTok. Pulling in. Remember that big contraction. Yeah, so we're not overarching, stimulating, but we are feeling those abdominals pulling in. Standing abs today. Last 4. Last 3. You can do it. Last 2. One more. Once again, out into your plie. Bend your knees. Scoop under. And we just take a little bit of a float, but we are doing this with intention. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give yourself a little release. Are you all right? Breathe fully for me. Hands and arms out. So we're going to go back to here. But what we're going to do this time is we're going to lift the knee with us. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, again, only go as far as you feel able to with your back. But as long as you've got that little movement going through the side body, you're all good. We've got another 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your knees up. And I want you just to take them to the front to cross, cross. Again, I'm going to show you from the side. Up. It's that stretch that's going to make a difference. Stretch, up, cross, cross. Exactly the same. If I was lying down, I would be doing the same here, cross. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Set 4. As we're up, stood, takes a little bit more energy, a little bit more mindful, but it's nice to swap and change around a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break. You're doing good. We're nearly there. Breathe for me. Bend your knees. Now I want you to imagine you're lying down. So we're going to crunch, lift up, crunch, lift up. Squeeze, yeah? And put as much effort as you can. Squeeze, open, squeeze, open. Your knees are going to remain bent the entire time. Yeah, so we support the lower back. Now the 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Last 4, 3. And once again, we set ourselves wide. But rather than going in a plie, both hands stretch up. Turn your right foot, bend the knee and sweep down. Lift and cross over. So these are known as woodchoppers. Cross down. Big lift, slice. Bend your knees as you slice. Again, targeting through the waistline. We've got another 4. Big lift up. 3. Come on, big cross. 2. And then last one. Good. Release out. So again, legs not so wide as before. Arms up. If you're wondering, I am inside because it's rubbish at the moment outside. It's raining, it's yucky. So we're going over and then you got that little twist of the left. Then you wood chop down, twist up, yeah? So that twist is what's working through the waistline, those obliques. Twist, back up, twist, back up. You can bring your legs a little bit more narrow. Again, make sure that the exercises suit you. 4. And last 3. 2 more. Last 1. Good. Nearly there. Feet far apart. Elbows out. Breathe. So now we're standing. Yeah, before we were here coming down. We're now stood up tall. Knee comes up. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Don't let your back take the exercise. Remember, if you want to adapt, take the knee a little bit lower. Breathe. Up. So it's that crunch, up, crunch, up. Another 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going to do and finish with a little bit of a balance. 3, 2, 1. On your right leg, take the leg behind. See if you can lift it off the floor. Bring your knee in and take it back. In. Now, balance work. It's great to strengthen the core. Don't worry if you move and wobble about. If you want to take an option, just tap your toe. Up, tap. But if you can, I want you to try a couple with your leg elevated. The added bonus, we're getting some bone density strength here. Good. Now, the problem is if you start looking around like I did, you kind of lose your focus and your balance. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more. Gosh, you're doing so well. Take a little release out. Opposite. So take your time. Find your balance. Stretch up. And then bring the knee in. See if you can lift the foot and just hover it above the ground. Yeah, so initially, when we're in our balance, we can feel the leg working. And then we have to stimulate the core to keep ourselves upright. Don't worry if you wobble. It's fine. If you want to bring your elbows in and out. If you want to tap the foot behind you, it's fine. 4 more. Last 3. Whoop, lost my balance. 2 more. Last 1. Good. Hold. Now, hands above you. Lift up on your toes and don't do anything. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze your core for me. Lift, 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 lift. 3, 2, 1. Release. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Brilliant work. Remember, yes, a little bit more challenging, as in you need to be a bit more mindful, but so good to mix up exercises that we do through our core. So thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, do give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to be uploading lots more exercises that you can do at home, predominantly for people over 40. So give me a subscribe as well. That would be great. I'll see you again soon.